T, 1, a 3, and a 4, 5, and a 6, and a 7. I need more. I need it. Sit.
Come on.
100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 more. I need a tip. I need a tip. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 more. I need a tip.
I said a 6 and.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this YouTube channel, welcome. I am Violet and this is Loud Violet. If you like any of my videos, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. It's for free. And give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Share any of my videos. If you do not know me yet, I'm gonna put that link in my description box below. Get to know me, and when I'm not here, you can feel free to follow me on any of my social media platforms, and that is Instagram and Snapchat. I'm gonna leave that also in my description box. And if you do not know me, or at least want to know the basics about me, girl, oh dude, nigga, please scroll all the way down to get to know me. It's like the second video on my YouTube channel. Get to know me, the part one of getting to know me. Please get to know me. I would like if you get to know me. Drop a comment if you want me to get to know you as well. You can drop your comment in there and say something about yourself, So today yes, I'm gonna be talking about things that we need to normalize, and let's get right into the video. Yay. So guys, what's up? Once again, this is Violet. I think I need to take this off now. Okay, so 8 things that we need to normalize in 2020. The countdown starts now. Number 8, making necessary selfish decisions without actually being considered. Oh my god, I don't know why I keep sitting here when these clocks are out. Okay, making necessary selfish decisions that without being considered selfish. This is a thing that I personally feel like people need to normalize. Like, I realized this in 2017. No, 17 is too far. Last year, 2018 is when I realized that it is necessary. Actually, somebody told me that it is very important or vital for one to make selfish, this is like a tongue twister for me, selfish decisions. I was gonna say selfish decisions, but if I do that, guys, just bear with me. But yeah, somebody told me about the how vital, told me about how vital it is to make selfish decisions. And I had never had, like, I don't necessarily have like fears, but in my heart that time, he was speaking to my fear, like I was like, how am I supposed to make a selfish decision without being considered selfish? Isn't that selfish in the first place? So that still comes out as selfish. But then when I made my first selfish decision, it was for me. Like, it is okay, guys, if you're the one that, if you had to be the collateral damage of someone making their own decision for themselves, for something that will work for them or benefit them. Sorry, not sorry. That person needed it. I feel like during that time I also learned a lot. I had to learn a lot because I was in the middle of criticism, and also criticism from the people that were involved in the decision that I had to make for myself. But then after that time, I've never found so much peace. Like, I had never found so much peace. Like, when you have so much peace, I feel like, personally, I feel like I've been blessed with peace, especially in that same year, 2018. I feel like God got peace and just said, here, my daughter, shalom, have. There's a time I remember him telling me that while I was sitting at the bay window in my house in China. So when I got that, I wanted to keep it so bad. So when I started to feel like anything was even trying to get to it, I was like, listen, I love this, I'm not letting it go, and if this is what it takes for me to do this, I am going to do this. I felt bad, I criticized myself, but to y'all who are scared, if I'm speaking to your fear right now, please feel free to take that decision. Sometimes it is very, very essential to make selfish decisions. Like, it's okay. If it's for the better of you, if it's going to benefit you, if you feel it's for yourself, it's okay to choose yourself sometimes. Really. If I just choose myself small, and then it ended up not being small. Like, there are things that you start to notice that you could have done if you had made that decision, and it's for your own benefit. I promise you, you will not regret ever making your own selfish decision. I mean, it depends. Sometimes you can, depending on the type of decision you're trying to take or make. But also, anyway, coming back to the point, we need to normalize that. Like, sometimes people taking decisions for themselves, for their own benefits, is something that should not be considered as an element to make somebody, that qualifies somebody to be a selfish person. Next, number 7. Saying no without feeling bad. That's another thing I think people need to normalize. That we need to, I won't just say people, because I can't say that I've normalized it, but saying no without feeling bad. Guys, let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, I was a girl that celebrated every year of her birthday, and I always had a party, apart from my 17th birthday. So my 18th birthday, because I had exams during that time, but then it's a public holiday here in Uganda, I was expecting, usually I have my forever squad. I'm attacking you guys. Yes, you know yourselves. So girl A and B from my forever squad, know. Like, they actually know. You know what I mean? Every 26th of January, they're always here, or wherever it is that we have to be, because it's like a booked date throughout the year. That's the one date in their year that does not change. So this one time, on my 18th birthday, they didn't make it. Girl A, one of them, had gone for some, I think, function that was happening at All Saints. All Saints is a church. And in my head, I was like, I asked her if she was coming, and she said, she doesn't think so. Then girl B also said she didn't think so. I don't know what girl B was doing. But girl A told me she didn't think so. That time, I can't say I was furious, but I was so hurt that they had said no to me. And they were the same people that were saying that it's a booked date, you know, in the year. So you mean this All Saints function that wasn't booked 18 years ago, you did not know about it this whole time, and you didn't know that it was going to be clashing with my birthday? Sis, I'm not attacking you. I love you. But yeah, that's, at that time, I think I hadn't yet learned that it's okay for people to say no. I was actually talking to somebody. I was talking to girl B today, and I was telling her, she was telling me how she doesn't think she's that type of person. She's the type of person who would say no, but then feel like she still needs to make up for it or something. But I'm the type of person who has learned to say no. I'm strongly like, no, I'm so sorry, I don't think I can make it. I'm so sorry, I don't think I can do that. I'm so sorry. And it's okay. That's the thing that people need to normalize, that sometimes when you need to say no and it doesn't work out, people need to be okay with that. Even myself, I mean, even me, you know, I need to train myself to learn to be okay with people saying no to me. I'm not very good at that. Let me not even lie to you. I don't even know how to take no for an answer. We need to normalize people saying no, or we need to normalize saying no without feeling bad about it. You don't have to feel, if I've said no to you, you don't have to feel bad about it. If you've said no to me, I don't have to feel bad about it. I just need to understand the situation, and it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Number 6, beautiful and fine women are also intelligent. Okay, I think I was discussing with girl B. I was talking to a friend on my phone, and she was telling me that she was telling me that's a thing that people, I think, have picked up before. You know, people, smart people, or not even just women, even men. Okay, men usually, because of, you know, this whole sexism thing, they usually tend to be smart in spite of the fact that they're good looking. But when you find a good looking lady, or when people find good looking women, they'll be like, you know, and the funny thing is that she's so smart. Oh my goodness, how are you so smart? Like, why is it so shocking? because you're like so pretty and fine, or like people get shocked when they find those doctors or engineers or like top lawyers or women presidents or people in the cabinets or in parliaments, and they're women but they look the way they look because they're fine and they dress good and they do makeup and they do people, please, let's normalize that. But I think that's a thing that people are picking up on. It's a trend that's solely like people now, when you see most of the people in those top tier positions or those intelligent ladies and women, they're usually very beautiful women. It's not just the way it's being associated with as a nerd. Like, you're supposed to look a certain way if you're smart. You're usually not very attractive to the eye. That's the culture that we're supposed to be in. But I like that that's something that we're picking up on slowly, especially in the field or bracket of women. So way to go, girls. Hey. This brings us down to number 5. The things that we need to normalize. Number 5, the 5th thing that we need to normalize in this day and age in 2020 is unfollowing / deleting people that don't bring positivity to your feeds or your life or your messages or your DM without seeming like you hate them. Why do people always associate this thing? You know, someone can block you and that's fine. We need to learn to be okay with it. I need to learn to be okay with that. I'm not saying that I'm completely I've normalized all these things just because I'm talking about them, but I was just thinking, and I've been having conversations and I've been seeing on the internet and social media everywhere that some of the things that I was looking at, and I was like, people make such a big deal about this thing, but it doesn't really have to be a big deal, guys. It's not that serious. Somebody blocking you or deleting you, and if they feel like they don't need you in their lives anymore, I mean, you might not necessarily be a negative person for them, or maybe your posts are always like very draining, they're very sad, and somebody just can't deal with that. They can decide to be like, you know what, I don't want to be friends with, I think I need to let this boy B go. Like, boy bye, girl bye, and just move on with their lives. You don't have, now boy B and girl A, I don't remember the letters that they used. What letters did I use? I don't remember the letters that they used, but this boy and this girl that have been buyed, they don't really have to think that, you know, this girl, usually the story, that's how it happens, especially here in Uganda, but I think it also happens everywhere else. You know, she blocked me, I don't know what I ever did to her, I can't believe that I must have done something. But you know, people be spreading rumors about me, haters going, hey, this, and you start a whole movement, you start a whole thread about things that don't even exist, making assumptions because somebody deleted you or blocked you. I mean, it's for their own reason. People have reasons as to why they do the things that they do, and you need to be okay with that. Blocking you and deleting you from somebody's feed, somebody's Instagram, and what else? Somebody's Twitter, somebody's contacts. It's something that needs to be normalized. It does not necessarily mean that now they hate you. Somebody can just feel like, you know what, I think I've reached a point in my life where I'm trying to refresh my contact list, and these contacts, really, they don't add to me or take from me, so they are not really important. So if you find that you cannot access that person anymore, it does not mean that they hate you. It doesn't mean that I hate you. It doesn't mean that they hate me. Sometimes that might be the case, which in most cases probably you did something to provoke that, and if you did, that's a whole other story that I don't think we're ready for today. But I think we need to normalize that sometimes it's not always a case of, oh, she hates me, oh, she's a hater. I think it's because, was it that time because when we went to the club, you refused to blah blah blah, and I didn't give you my skirt, or I didn't want to give you drinks, I didn't bring drinks to your table, and blah blah blah. Yeah, let's say bye to that. Let us try to normalize that thing that happens where people delete and block you for their own reasons, and respect their reasons. It might not be for personal mental space or whatever. It might not even have anything about mental health, but they just want to, and that's fine. Let's normalize that, guys.